Romulus just jumped off the barrel. I said, damn, he ready, boy, he ready. What's going on, good people? It's your boy RGG, a regular gun guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I bring you gun content that everybody can relate to. If this is your first time here and you enjoy this video, leave me a thumbs up and smash that sub button. And if you're returning to the channel, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Let me take this off. It's football season, but I don't want anybody to know what team I represent and what team I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to give that away, and that's not what this video is about. So let's just get into what we have to get into. Okay. So today I'm here to do another comparison video. And I wasn't going to do this at first. And a little bit of peer pressure, a little bit of comments, people asking me, maybe you should compare these two firearms, right? And we back in the 2011 game, double stack 1911, 2011, whatever you want to call it. That's where we at again. I've said before that I don't like to compare the variant 2011s, which would be something like this XP Pro Comp that takes Glock magazines, and traditional style 2011s like this Alpha Foxtrot Romulus that takes your traditional 2011 magazines. I said I don't like to compare those two types, but in this particular case, I needed to. These two firearms are so similar, yet so different. So I picked 4 ways that I think that they're similar, and then 4 things that I think make them different. I'm sure there's more that you guys could point out or somebody could point out, but these are kind of the things that stood out to me. So the similarities to me are the price, the comp, the general features of the gun, and the coating, right? They both use a durable coating. The differences are the knurling, like the actual physical features of the guns, obviously, because the comps are a little bit different on them. I'll show you this in the front. When I say they're different, I think they are different in the way that they're on the gun, and then the one on the XP comp is a little more opened up. It's fully opened up, not on the Romulus, which I'm thinking about having that actually done to this Romulus, but we'll see. I don't know if it's necessary or not. The other difference would be the magazines. Obviously, one takes the 2011 style mags, the other one takes Glock mags, and then the triggers are slightly different. So in each one of the videos, I showed the trigger on these. The XP comp comes in with a trigger under 3 pounds, right? So, and that's all the take up that it has. And that's a sub 3 pound trigger. Let you see the reset. Really, really solid trigger in this. But Romulus has a really solid trigger as well. That's all the take up you get. Break a little heavier. Reset. I think the trigger is slightly better in the XP comp. The Romulus trigger, I came in 3.5, but the comp was sub 3 pounds. So just depends on how you like your trigger. All of this always doubles back to what I call SPO, subjective preference opinion. So it really just comes down to what you're looking for, what you like, what feels better in your hand, what your preferences are in terms of features. Let's take a look at the features on the firearms. The features are essentially the same, so I'm not going to deep dive into that. But they both have, obviously, your ambi safeties. They both are comped. The serrations on your Romulus, I mean, they're good. They're defined. They're usable. But they're not as fancy. It's not like the knurled type serrations, the different type of serrations that they have on the XP comp, which I thought was pretty cool. Because, I mean, again, aesthetics matter, man. Especially 2011. You want that thing to look a little decent. Both have full rails, to put whatever you want to put on them. As far as grip modules, the grip module on the XP comp is an aluminum grip module. And the grip module on the Romulus is a polymer grip module. Again, preference. I was always told that, aluminum grip modules are automatically better. And then I heard one of the best shooters that I know on the planet says he prefers a polymer grip module. They both have flat face triggers. I mean, the features on the guns are fairly similar, which is why I wanted to compare them. I have videos on both of these guns, and I'll try to leave links to them somewhere in this video, because I literally have individual videos on both of them, and there's a ton of other people that have some great videos on both of these. Well, at least on the ROMULUS, for sure, you can find a lot of videos, and you may only find a handful on the XP Comp right now, but I'm sure there's plenty more to come. Let's go out to the range. You guys can kind of see a few of the comparisons that I did, and then I'll come back and share my final thoughts with you guys. Before I started recording, somehow I ended up knocking my ROMULUS down off of the barrel. I was staging the guns to take a photo. It was weird because I just sat them up there to, get the B-roll stuff going, and the ROMULUS just jumped off the barrel. I said, damn, he ready, boy, he ready. I just threw some lube on these things, and the first things first, I need to get them sighted in. Let me get my eyes. I got my ears on. Got to be safe, guys. Got to be safe. That's important. So let me get my eyes on. And so I'm at about just inside 10 yards. Originally, I had a different optic. I had my SRO on here, and I recently switched it up to the Defender XL, which I had an issue with in the past. I thought I had an issue with it, but the issue was me. Let me make sure that this Defender XL is sighted in, and then we're just going to have some fun with these, man. And this is going to be a really fun comparison. All right, here we go. Oh, not bad. Oh, excuse me. Hold on, gang. I said, well, goodness. That was just 5 shots right there. I don't need to do nothing to that one. Let me double check the ROMULUS and make sure we rocking and rolling. Hey, I hope the ROMULUS gonna run, because I dropped it in the sand. These are not meant to be, they ain't meant to be tortured and dropped in the sand and all that shit. So let's see where we at with this bad fella. All right, Rami Bami. Let me go to the other side. All right. Okay. Let me take you down. I'll show you where we hit on these. I need to bring it up a little bit, because I just took these shots, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. I don't know how many I took, but this is kind of where that group was. So let me adjust that one just a little bit so that we hitting right. So what I'm going to do right now with both firearms from about 10 yards back, I'm going to try to keep all of my shots in here. But I'm going to take some shots first with the XP Pro. Then I'll take, 5 shots with the ROMULUS. We'll mark off which shots were which and see how accurate we can be with each one of these. All right, we're going to start out with the XP Comp. My dot feel like it's washing out a little bit, but we're going to take 5 shots to that zone and see where we at with it. Go back in the battery. I don't know why. I changed the spring. Safe. This is the shots with the ROMULUS right here. Put that R in there for ROMULUS. Now I'm finna take 5 shots with the, I'm sorry. I put ROMULUS. Duh. I'm tripping. XP. Now we finna take 5 with the ROMULUS. All right. Let's go down here. Where'd my marker go? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ROMULUS. Not bad. That's fairly similar to me. So this time I'm going to start with the ROMULUS. I'm going to shoot to the number 2 with the ROMULUS, and then I'm going to go over to the number 4. These are like little 1-inch squares or whatever, or 1.5 inch squares in a circle. So I'm gonna shoot to the 2 with the ROMULUS, and then I'll shoot to the 4 with the Comp. We empty. Hold on. I got another mag somewhere. Oh! I had another mag right here. That was 2 shots. 3, 4, 5. Wow. I got gotta show y'all that. The first 2 shots were dead on, and then I just started pulling them, man. I don't know what's wrong with me on this. I was 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. We're going to the number 4 with the comp, all right? Off safe to the number 4. All right, let's go down here and see where we at with it. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 outside. Still fairly tight groups, right? A little bit tighter with the comp, you know? So, but we'll double back. I'm switching sides because, you know, sometimes people might shoot to their left a little better, shoot to their right a little better. So this time I'm gonna start with the comp, and I'm gonna go to my left with it, shoot to the number 3, and then we'll come back with the ROMULUS to the number 1. See what type of results we get. We empty. Hold on, let's go. You see it's locking open now, man, because we changed that slide stop. We took off that thumb rest, so let's go. We got 3 more to the number 3. All right, nice. Let me go ahead and take the shots with the ROMULUS, and then we'll just go down there and look at them both at the same time. To the number 1 with the ROM. Ah, I pulled that one. I pulled that one. I pulled one of those shots. That was on me. Let's go look. XP comp, nice and tight. Really nice and tight. The ROMULUS, 3 of the shots in the same spot. I pulled this shot, and then I had this one. So, I mean, I'll leave that up to y'all to determine. I think both of them are extremely, extremely accurate. I feel like as we do the comparisons of these guns, I think the thing that matters the most to people, and y'all can leave this in the comments, is the shooting of the firearm. Can I shoot one more accurately than the other? Obviously, aesthetics matter, especially 2011s, right? When we start talking about these, they almost got to be pretty. You can't just have no ugly ass 2011, you know what I'm saying? I think most would agree that both of these guns are fairly attractive firearms. They very nice looking guns. That's kind of what it's gonna come down to, what your preference is, but we're gonna keep going. I done backed up to 15 yards now. We're gonna shoot 2 groups. I'm only gonna shoot like 5 rounds each from 15 and see how well I'm able to shoot each one of them from a little bit of distance here. Let's start out with the ROMULUS. I'm just aiming center mass on my damage target. Let's go. Five shots. Safe. Grab my marker. Let's go down here and see what we did. That's not bad. 15-yard group. ROMULUS. That's not bad at all. Let's go back. XP comp, center mass. Woo. But either way, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll mark those off here in a second. But that would be the XP comp. This is the ROMULUS. That is pretty comparable. We in this little small zone for 15 yards. I like it. I'll take it. Man, after a full day at the range with both of these guns, I am so torn. It's so much that I like about both of these. They both ran great. They both shot great. The triggers are great. I'm able to shoot fairly accurate with both of them. I think it just depends on what you're looking for, right? So for me, the Fusion checks so many boxes, right? It's PVD coated. This one is DLC coated. So these are 2 of the only firearms in their price range that comes with these durable coats. This also has Tenifer. Tenifer is something that's not used on very many firearms that gives it this real crazy durability. But DLC ain't nothing to sneeze at. So both of them have amazing coatings on them. if you wanted to, put these guns through rigorous use. You got them in and out of a holster. You just throwing them around anywhere. You know, you bump your guns around a lot and you don't want them to scratch up easy. In terms of shooting, recoil, impulse, the Fusion is a slightly heavier gun than the ROMULUS. The felt recoil is not that big of a difference. It's really minimal. And that applies to most of these 2011s in this range, right? It comes down to what you want. And I've made it clear that I like both of these guns, but I feel like I would be doing y'all a disservice if I didn't choose one of them. I don't want to just choose one to be choosing it. I want to choose one and give you the reason why. So the one that I choose, the XP Pro Comp. First of all, I think that at Fusion Firearms, they have a better customer service setup, better communication with the people. They listen. We saw from the XP Pro to the XP Comp how they listened and they went the extra mile to put all the different features on the firearm. Look at the barrel, the knurling, the aluminum grip modules, under 3-pound trigger. So they did a lot of custom things to a production gun. You know, the XP Comp, you can get it in a few different colors. You got the custom shop available to you. Family oriented. We know more about Fusion Firearms, right? You can go to their YouTube channel, you can go to their Instagram. You know, the guys over there, they joke around with the people, they talk to you, they doing podcasts and interviews, and you get to learn a lot about them. They stand behind the product. I know the owner's name. Not saying that that's necessary, because I don't know the owner's name to every firearm that I own, but I just think that's a reason that I would choose the XP Comp over the ROMULUS. Now, that being said, the ROMULUS is nothing to sneeze at. It's a great firearm, man. If you're just looking for a solid 2011, hey, go for it, man. I definitely like both of them. I wouldn't even done this video if I didn't like both of the firearms a great deal. So I'll still be shooting my ROMULUS. Do me a favor. Stay solid. It's free. Defend what you love.